As Winter Storm Landing continues to impact the Northeast, we'll discuss its final impacts, followed by the history of the storm in regard to how much snow actually fell. We'll also be discussing the models for future patterns of where it's likely next to see some heavy snowfall. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day today, and I hope you guys have been staying safe. For today's question of the day, I'm wanting to know, what is your favorite type of dessert? Leave it down in the comments below, and I just might heart your comment. Now, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. Alright, guys, so we're taking a look here at the radar view in regard to what is currently happening here across the nation. Now, like I said, we are still seeing Winter Storm Landing currently drive its way out here of the Northeast. We are still seeing a lot of freezing rain and sleet across bits of the northeastern states. And kind of this white shaded area, we actually are seeing some snow that is still falling. Now, across the upper northwest, we actually are dealing with a little bit of shower activity, a little bit of snow that is currently falling across bits of Montana, Idaho, as well as Washington, as a little bit of a shot of moisture is driving its way in the region. But overall, guys, for a lot of the country here, it's relatively clear for the most part. Alright, so guys, now we're moving on here to the future radar in regard to things. We're still monitoring Landon across the northeast here. This is for 4 o'clock p.m. This is the current time here across the eastern side of the United States. So watch this. As we do track down in time, this system will kind of break apart. And eventually we'll be kind of mostly out of the area here by midnight tonight. However, we still will see some snow showers across the upper northeast as well as the Ohio Valley as well. Now monitor this. Take a look at this. Across the northern portion of the plains and through the upper Midwest, we are seeing another shot of moisture drive its way down here. Kind of across the early morning hours here for tomorrow. Now, this will likely deliver some snow across the region. We'll get to accumulations here in a little bit. But this will continue to track its way down here to the southeast, maybe even impacting bits of northern Maine, kind of around midnight on the 6th. Alrighty, guys, so now we're moving on here to the models in regard to what we are expected to see here down the line. Now, you might notice the blue shaded color here on the eastern side of the United States. Basically, what this is representing is the possibility that we actually could see more storms across the region here. Let me go ahead and kind of explain why. So I'm sure sometime in your life you've heard the term the jet stream. So the jet stream is just basically just a current of air across the mid-levels to the upper levels of the atmosphere. So what we are seeing is the jet stream actually delivering way more further south across the southeast than we usually are expecting, which is why this is hinting blue, showing that actually the pressure is a little bit more lower than normal. So what is going to occur with this is that if we get any moisture that drives its way into the states here, it'll drive its way much more further south, and with that, it actually brings the colder air down along with it. So not only are we getting more moisture that's driving further south, but we're also getting more colder air that's driving down with it, which, you know, if you mix those together, it outcomes the possibility of a lot of winter systems. So like I said, this is for the middle portion here of February, kind of where we are expecting the possibility of maybe seeing some more snow across the central and eastern portion here of the states. Now, we do move into the later portion here of February. Things do kind of even out for the most part. Maybe some more storms across the northern portion of the country, kind of shifting from the east to the north here, but that's according to the models as of right now. We'll continue to monitor this over the next little bit. Alrighty, guys, so now we're moving on here to the observed snowfall from what happened with Winter Storm Landon. Now, we did see a lot of heavy snowfall, especially across bits of the Midwest into the Ohio Valley, as well as the Northeast. Now, like I said, it is still going across the Northeast, so this is not final for those regions. This is actually data from 7 o'clock this morning, so it is a little bit outdated here. We'll have a better view for tomorrow's video. So, kind of across this, light blue shaded area, we actually did see 1 to 3 inches. This did occur across bits of the southern and central portions of the plains. Now, as we start to reach this darker blue shaded color, we actually did see 3 to 5 inches. Now, here in the pink, this is kind of where we really started to get some pretty crazy snowfall. This is actually the region where we did see 6 to 10 inches. Now, these kind of maroon red shaded colors you do see here from bits of the Midwest into the Ohio Valley as well as the Northeast, these are the zones that we actually did see over a foot of snowfall. So overall, Landon really did drive a lot of heavy snowfall, and remember that this actually did cause a lot of heavy icing as well. There is still going on a lot of impacts out of the system. Alrighty, so we're taking a look here at the forecast in regard to your expected snowfall over the next 2 days here. So like I said, Landon is still impacting the Northeast, so we kind of are still expecting 1 to 3 inches kind of across this light blue shaded area here, 3 to 5 kind of across the dark blue. Now, like I said, we are going to see this clipper system that will impact bits of the northern plains as well as the upper Midwest. At most, we're probably expecting 3 to 5 inches. The heaviest impacts is probably going to be across bits of northern Minnesota, as well as bits of, parts of North Dakota. We are expecting maybe 1 to 3 inches, as well as bits of northern Wisconsin. Alright, guys, so now we're taking a look here at the past radar in regard to the evolution here of Winter Storm Landon. Now, you really start to see a lot of this moisture being kicked up here from the Gulf of Mexico. Now, pay attention to the southeast. We do get a lot of thunderstorms that really start firing off here as the system continues to progress here to the northeast. Now, what we were seeing with this system is the fact that this thing was delivering a lot of heavy snowfall over 2,000 miles all the way from eastern portion of Canada all the way down to the southwestern side here of the United States. A very, very powerful and a very, very large system overall. So this was a pretty crazy system to see. Alright guys, so now we're moving on here to the power outages as of 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Now across Texas, we had about 11,000 people without power. Tennessee really got hit hard with this. Almost 124,000 people without power. Kentucky is doing a little bit better than it was yesterday. We're talking about 5,000 people, so people are starting to kind of get their power back. However, Ohio, 61,000. West Virginia, 24,000. Pennsylvania, 27,000. And New York State, 56,000 people without power. Absolutely crazy, and we are still seeing these impacts all the way from the southern plains from Winter Storm Landon. Alright guys, so now we're taking a look here at the weather models compared to what we did see last time. That was actually the climatology model. So this one's more the weather model here. Basically what's showing here in near future, not basically future conditions. So this is your GFS model. This is your long-range American model, and this is showing that Winter Storm Landon is currently exiting the northeast. Kind of expected. The system might draw some snow across the northern plains as we were discussing here on the future radar view. But honestly guys, over the next little bit, we might have this area of low pressure that will impact bits of the kind of the Atlantic shoreboard here. But for the most part guys, over the next little bit, there's nothing too significant that's expected to occur. For a lot of people, it's going to be relatively dry for the most part, and as well as probably even sunny, because we do have a lot of high pressure that will be driving its way in place here. Take a look at this. A lot of snow will drive its way down here, possibly here for the 10th and the 11th, but this is still a few days out. Obviously, this can still change here. This is probably our next potential of some snow, but like I said, for the next few days, we are expecting a lot of abundant sunshine, as well as a lot of dry conditions. Alright guys, so now we're moving on here to the National Weather Service forecast. In regard to your expected temperatures here for tonight, it is going to be a very, very cold one here. Now take a look at this. We are expecting negative temperatures across bits of the Midwest and to bits of the northern plains here. Even in parts of the Ohio Valley, kind of getting near the single digits, almost to the negative mark here. Same thing for parts of the Northeast as well, including bits of upper state of New York and through bits of northern Maine. Now across a lot of the country, we are expecting well below freezing temperatures, except for bits of the Southeast as well as bits of the western side of the country, as we do have a bit of warm air that's driving its way into the western side with that tropical air. But overall, guys, it is going to be a very, very cold night tonight, and you might as well bundle up. Alright guys, so now we're moving on here to the final subject for today's video. We're taking a look here at the active warnings and watches issued by the National Weather Service. So we still have a winter storm warning that is in effect from Landon across the eastern portion of New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, as well as bits of Maine. Now kind of across this purple area, we actually do have some winter weather advisories. Same thing for bits of the upper Midwest as well as the northern plains, because like I said, we are seeing this clipper system driving its way down here for tonight. So basically what this means is just that some impacts of winter weather is expected. Now kind of across this green shaded area, we actually are seeing some flood warnings from the southeast Ohio Valley as well as the mid-Atlantic, showing that flooding is actually ongoing. Now across the areas here in central Montana, we actually do have some high wind warnings, basically showing we are expecting some very, very heavy winds to occur across those areas. Alrighty guys, so that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to reach that 500 subscriber goal by the end of February. I believe we can do it, guys, so if you're not already, hit that subscribe button. That'll be greatly appreciated. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.